Hey everyone, welcome to your channel name. Today we're diving into the basics of blogging. Whether you're just starting out or looking to refine your blog, I'm here to guide you through the essentials to make your blog stand out and connect with readers. We're talking about the nitty-gritty, the stuff that actually makes a difference, from crafting killer content to understanding the mysterious world of SEO. Trust me, it's not as scary as it sounds. So grab your notebooks, get comfy, and let's break down the 10 key elements that help you build a blog that engages and converts. Let's do this. All right, let's talk content. This is the heart and soul of your blog. It's what draws people in, keeps them hooked, makes them hit that share button. And it all starts with a unique idea. Ask yourself, what gets you fired up? What problems can you solve? Once you've got your big idea, it's time to do some keyword research. Think of it like this. You've got this amazing story to tell, but you need the right people to hear it. Keywords help you get discovered by the right audience. Now let's talk titles. A strong title is like a movie trailer. It's got to grab your attention. Something catchy, specific, maybe even a little mysterious, like 3 secrets to boosting productivity. That makes people curious, right? Remember, you're competing for attention in a sea of content, so make yours count. And the most important thing, provide value. Give your readers something they can actually use. Advice, answers, a fresh perspective. Don't be afraid to share your own experiences, your struggles, your triumphs. People connect with authenticity. Finally, don't underestimate the power of storytelling. Weaving in personal stories or real-life examples can take your content to the next level. It makes it relatable, memorable, and keeps people coming back for more. Okay, so you've got killer content. Now it's time to put it into words. Don't worry, you don't need to be Shakespeare here. The key is to write like you speak, naturally and conversationally. Imagine you're chatting with a friend over coffee. You wouldn't use big, complicated words to impress them, right? You'd keep it simple, real, and to the point. That said, grammar matters. No one wants to wade through a wall of typos and grammatical errors. It's distracting and makes you look, well, unprofessional. Luckily, we live in a world with spell check and amazing tools like Grammarly. Use them. One more thing, write in an active voice. It makes your writing more direct, engaging, and easier to read. Instead of saying the ball was thrown by the boy, say the boy threw the ball. See the difference? Remember, good writing is all about clarity. Your goal is to communicate your ideas effectively, and that means making it easy for people to understand what you're trying to say. So relax, be yourself, and don't be afraid to let your personality shine through in your writing. So you've poured your heart and soul into creating amazing content, but what happens if no one sees it? That's where SEO comes in. SEO stands for Search Engine Optimization, and it's basically the art of getting your blog to show up on Google. Think of it like this. Google is like a giant library, and your blog is a book on its shelves. SEO helps your book stand out from the millions of others. One of the most important aspects of SEO is keyword research, which we talked about earlier. Remember those keywords you found? Use them naturally throughout your blog post, both in the body of your text and in key places like your title, headings, and image descriptions. Speaking of images, don't forget to use alt text. Alt text is a short description that tells Google what your image is all about. It helps your images rank higher in search results and makes your blog more accessible to people with visual impairments. SEO might seem a little technical at first, but trust me, it's worth taking the time to learn the basics. There are tons of free resources available online, and even small changes can make a big difference in your blog's visibility. Chapter 4. A Feast for the Eyes, Visuals. Matter. Let's face it, we live in a visual world. People are drawn to images, videos, and anything that breaks up the monotony of text. That's why incorporating visuals into your blog is so crucial. Think of visuals as the spice in your content. They add flavor, make it more engaging, and help you get your message across more effectively. A well-placed image can evoke emotion, create a sense of place, and make complex topics easier to understand. But not all visuals are created equal. Avoid using cheesy stock photos that look like they were taken in the 90s. Instead, opt for high-quality images that are relevant to your content and visually appealing. And don't be afraid to get creative. Infographics, charts, memes, even short videos can add a whole new dimension to your blog. Tools like Canva are a lifesaver when it comes to creating professional-looking graphics, even if you have zero design skills. Chapter 5. Organize and conquer. Headings and structure. Imagine reading a book with no chapters, no headings, just a never-ending wall of text. Pretty overwhelming, right? The same goes for blog posts. Nobody wants to scroll through a massive block of text, no matter how brilliant your writing is. That's why it's so important to break up your content with headings and subheadings. Think of headings as road signs that guide your readers through your content. They help break down information into bite-sized chunks, making it easier to digest and understand. A good rule of thumb is to use a mix of H2, H3, and H4 headings to create a clear hierarchy of information. Your H1 heading is typically your blog post title, so use H2 headings for your main points and H3 and H4 headings for subpoints and supporting information. And don't forget about white space. White space, or negative space, is the empty space around elements on your page. It might seem counterintuitive, but adding more white space can actually make your content more readable and visually appealing. Chapter 6. Get 'em Talking, the Power of CTAs. You've got amazing content, stunning visuals, and a beautifully structured blog post. Now what? It's time to tell your readers what you want them to do next. That's where calls to action, or CTAs, come in. A CTA is a clear and concise instruction that tells your readers what action you want them to take. It could be anything from subscribing to your newsletter to leaving a comment to checking out your latest product. The key is to make your CTAs irresistible. Use strong verbs, create a sense of urgency, and highlight the benefits of taking action. For example, instead of saying "click here to subscribe," try something like "join our community of passionate learners and get exclusive content delivered straight to your inbox." And don't be afraid to get creative with your CTAs. Use buttons, images, or even embedded forms to make them stand out. Chapter 7. Spread the word, social media magic. You've created amazing content. Now it's time to share it with the world. Social media is a powerful tool for reaching a wider audience and driving traffic to your blog. But it's not enough to just share your link and call it a day. You need to be strategic about how you use social media to promote your blog. First, identify your target audience. Where do they hang out online? Which platforms do they use most frequently? Once you know where your audience is, you can tailor your social media strategy accordingly. Next, create engaging social media posts that will capture people's attention. Use eye-catching visuals, write compelling captions, and use relevant hashtags to reach a wider audience. And don't forget to engage with your followers. Respond to comments, answer questions, and participate in relevant conversations. Imagine your favorite TV show only aired new episodes sporadically, whenever they felt like it. You'd probably lose interest pretty quickly, right? The same goes for your blog. Consistency is key when it comes to building a loyal readership. Create a posting schedule and stick to it as much as possible. Whether that's once a week, twice a week, or even once a month, the key is to be predictable. Your readers will appreciate knowing when they can expect new content from you. Of course, life happens, and there will be times when you can't stick to your schedule perfectly. That's okay. Just try your best to be consistent, and let your readers know if you're going to be taking a break. Building a successful blog is about more than just churning out great content. It's about creating a sense of community and fostering meaningful connections with your readers. One of the best ways to do this is to respond to comments and engage with your audience. When someone takes the time to leave a comment on your blog, it means they're genuinely interested in what you have to say. Take the time to acknowledge their comment and start a conversation. Another great way to build community is to collaborate with other bloggers in your niche. Reach out to bloggers you admire and propose guest posting opportunities, joint webinars, or even just a simple shout-out on social media. Last but not least, it's important to track your progress and use data to inform your blogging strategy. Luckily, there are tons of free tools available, like Google Analytics, that can provide valuable insights into how people are finding and interacting with your blog. Pay attention to metrics like page views, bounce rate, and time on site to get a better understanding of which blog posts are resonating with your audience and which ones could use some improvement. Don't get too caught up in the numbers, though. The most important thing is to create content that you're passionate about and that you believe will be valuable to your readers. Thanks for tuning in. Now you have everything you need to create a blog that resonates, engages, and most importantly, adds value. Remember, the most important thing is to be yourself, have fun, and never stop experimenting. Drop your questions or thoughts below, and don't forget to subscribe for more blogging tips. Happy blogging, like, subscribe and stay connected.